This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi Rajesh. I'll just give a small brief about myself. Okay, my name is Babu, and
Mm,
I'm working in SAP space for around 18 years, and I
mm,
work in models like SAP. I'm certified in SAP SD, SAP CRM. Then I work in SAP CS. Apart from that, I work for customer for cloud SAP and new Sales Cloud Intelligence. Okay, these are the new
mm.
products which has come up.
Mm.
And during my free time I usually conduct trainings, okay, in all these models. So I would like to get your expectation also, and your background also, I mean, in SAP space. Would you like to brief about yourself, please? You can unmute.
Hello. I am also from SAP background, but I have been working for about last 15 years. Uh, done decent, quite a few number of projects, end-to-end implementations. But in CS, I'm just a child. So SAP space is not new to me, but CS is very new to me. But if you ask me the basic
Okay,
concepts like the equipment, or if you talk about
so you
something
you
like
are from background is which model you worked?
SD.
SD. Okay, okay, fine, fine, no problem. Okay, I'll share my screen, one moment. So today we are just gonna see a quick high level, okay, what all
Okay,
things
sir. Apart from
we
that,
get
at the
changed.
end, there should be a session for question answer. That will be helpful for me.
Yeah, 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 sure, sure.
Yes, sir.
So I just share my screen. Just let me know if you can see the screen.
Screen is pretty small. I think I'll.
One second.
Oh, yes, now it's better. Yes, yes, please.
No, my mouse is not working at this point. So I think battery is down. So I'm using.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so customer service. Okay, so this model starts after sales, as you know. So
Mm,
basically, to run this customer service model, okay, first thing is as a consultant, we should understand the integration point. So when I say integration point, it's not about data transfer between two different systems. Okay, it's within the SAP system itself. We have different models. Within the models, how it is interlinked. Okay, how the data are getting exchanged. So for that only, first we'll study the integration between CS and the SD model. Okay, so let's say for example in SD model itself, majority of the 50% of the configurations covers, okay, to run the CS process. Like we'll be use certain sales document type, we'll be using certain item categories and the schedule lines and the copy control setup, and then we have requirement types and other. So so there are many things which from the SD configuration level we have to work for running the CS process. Okay, so at that level, I mean, how the integration connection happens. Similarly, in MM, if you go means there are many process where we have to need the MM support, like doing the MIGO or consuming the component or adding the stock or doing external third-party labor to come and do the work, okay, or non-stock items to use it for the repair. So for those things, we repair the MM process. Similarly, from the quality management, the inspection. So when you want to conduct a inspection means, I mean, you have to set up the quality management, the inspection lot, okay, in the material. So that will cover from the QM. Likewise, PP, so production planning. So there also we used to main master data. One is called as the work center. The second one is called as the activity type. So when you're talking, I mean, more in the process, no, you'll understand. Okay, right now these parameters, whatever I'm saying, just listen. Okay. Then from FICO, we have the main thing is the costing part. Okay, how the cost is getting bifurcated, and second thing is on the activity pricing. Okay, so in SD we study about the pricings, list price, okay, all those things and discounts. But here what we understand is called as activity pricing. So activity pricing is something different apart from what we study in the ST pricing. Okay, so here there is a different technique where the price will get determined in the service order, and this configuration happens in the finance level. Okay, so we'll learn about this, and we'll learn about what is called cost center. Okay, how it works, how it helps to determine the price. So these are the integration point first we'll observe. Then we move to the master data. When you talk about master data, already the highlighted one, okay, whichever is there, like customer master data, of course, from SD itself we can build material master data. Many models can be taken for doing the creation or change or display of the material master. Likewise, there are some other master data like PP. Okay, in production planning alone we use two master data. One is the creation of work center, another one is creation of activity. So these two master data are very important for CS process, because when we create a service order, so in CS, one of the transaction we use is service order. So for the service order to create, the main mandatory field would be work center. It's kind of a department which will be responsible for doing the repair work. Okay, so it has to be a mandatory field. So this work center master data is actually maintained from the production planning, but we use it. Likewise, activities are nothing but the task what the representative or technician works, okay, during the repair hours. So the task could be like a kind of a water service, or a task could be like oil change. Okay, it can be a tire change, wiper change, or some repair activities. So all these things are defined in the form of activity in production planning. Okay, so these activity will be taken into consideration when you are creating the service order. Okay, so in that way the linkage is there between the PP and the customer service CS model. Okay, so when you create the service order, we'll understand, okay, these things are very important. Then as I said, activity pricing, which is coming from the finance side. Okay, so where the prices will get determined in the service order depends upon the activity type and the cost center. Okay, so that's how the configuration will be doing in the finance side, called as activity pricing. This is also a kind of a master data which usually finance consultants maintain this. And then finally, cost center. Okay, cost center is also a master data which is used. Let's say, for example, we join in a company. Okay, I work for a different project, and you work for a different project. Okay, let's say you are a manager, and I'm supporting lead. Okay, so I come under a different cost center, you come under a different cost center, depends upon the project. Okay, so different projects may have different cost centers. Similarly, in the company also depends upon the employee ranks. Okay, the cost center may different. Okay, so for a repair work, some junior technician also can work. Okay, sometimes because of the complexity, yes, senior consultant also can work. Okay, if the senior consultant works, means depends upon which cost center, accordingly the pricing should be applied. So those kind of factors will be taken care from the cost center level. Okay, so these master data which are highlighted are maintained from the different models. Okay, not in CS. In CS we use these master data. Then what is for the CS? Okay, as a consultant to maintain, means these are the main master data for CS. That is, one is called serial number, equipment, function location, and install base. Okay, so whenever you produce a product, okay, serial number can be placed at different location. Okay, different levels, like during the production of the product you can set the serial number, or when you are doing the inspection, after the inspection you can set the serial number, or when you're selling the product, at the time you can do the serial number, or when you're delivering the product, at the time you can set the serial number. Okay, similarly, there are so many configurations. All these things we'll study in the class. Okay, how to create a serial number, how to create a serial number automatically, what is the configuration required for it. Okay, and how it is used in the process, so where it is used. So all these things we'll see. Likewise, equipment. So equipment, this is also an internal number. Serial number we usually share it with the customer. Okay, when they are purchasing the product, along the product the customer can also know the serial number. But equipment is an internal number. Only the company knows for each product what is the equipment. So using this equipment number only, system tracks what is the serial number and what is the exact material and what is the warranty. So all those things will be tracked through the equipment number. So here also we'll study about the configurations. Okay, where it is used, how it is used, how it is linked with the serial number, how it can be created automatically. So all these things we'll learn from the class. Then function location. So function location is also considered as a master data for those products which are movable. Okay, sorry, those products which are not movable, okay, immovable. So let's say for example, you products like equipments like cell towers, okay, cell towers, once you planted in a specific region, okay, then the tower will be standing at that point only. So any service requested, okay, for that specific cell tower, okay, then the company knows, okay, this cell tower is located at this area in this specific location. Whenever the request comes, the company knows, okay, who has sold it, they will know, okay, we have to go to this location to provide the service. So this kind of information helps the technician to go to the specific location. Okay, furthermore we use functional location. Likewise, install base is a kind of a hierarchical structure which we create for a company who is our customer. Okay, so that in one go we can see what all the equipments the customer has purchased, where its functional location, and what is the material ID, the equipment. So all the details you can see in a hierarchical way. Okay, for that we use installed base. So these are the master datas to be maintained by CS consultant. Okay, once we cover the master data, then we go to the process. So before running the process, the main document, one of the main document is the service notification. It's like a kind of, you can say like in our SD, the starting point. Okay, so basically the quotation or the inquiry will be the starting point, right, from the customer side. So likewise, service notification is a technical name. It could be called as a service request or a complaint document where the customer raise the request. It could be a complaint, it could be a request for the product what they have purchased. Okay, so usually the interaction between the customer and the agent is recorded in the form of this document. So this document contains few details like who is the customer, who is the material, okay, what is the material, the serial number, the equipment, warranty details. In order to maintain all these things, okay, if you give the customer, material, and serial number, rest of the other things will get come up automatically. Okay, few things like priority you can define as per the customer urgency. Then a service catalog is something like where the agent will be quickly attending the calls of the customer by choosing the exact catalogs. Okay, what is the cost of, what is the damage, okay, why the customer is in problem, okay, how we can resolve. So all these things we can show in the form of a catalog so that the agent can quickly specify in the service notification document. So these things we'll study in the configuration, okay, how to do all these things. So once we understand the service notification thoroughly in the configuration level, okay, creation, then we go to the process. So if you consider in CS, the main process, okay, or the standard process, we can say, or in-house repair process. Second one is equipment on loan. Then the third one is repair at site process. Then the fourth one is AMC, annual maintenance contract. Then few other process, okay, good to know, that is sale of service is one process and sale of spare parts is another process. Plus also within the process you can do with warranty and without warranty. Okay, in one process if you understand, now the process we can do similarly. Okay, so in-house repair process. Okay, when you talk about in-house repair process, when you want to know, the name itself, it says the repair happens at the company premises in-house. Okay, so basically what happened in this case means the customer approach the specific request, okay, in the form of service notification. They will create it, and through the service notification we'll create a repair order. Okay, now we are touching the SD line. Okay, so through the repair order we collect the product, so we do a return delivery. Okay, so basically the work is happening at the company premises. So first we need to collect the product from the customer, so we do a return delivery. So once the return delivery is done, then we do a service order. Okay, so in the service order document only we do the planning part. Okay, plan of operations, what all the tasks needs to be done. Then plan of components, is there any spare part is required to do the repair work or not. Okay, and then the planned cost, okay, how much cost it would incur. So this cost will be provided to the customer in the form of quotation. So once the customer is okay with that quotation, then you release the service order. Once you release the service order, the actual work starts. So the technician, if at all any consumption is there, he will consume the component. There is a line. Okay, Migo he will does. Migo, after Migo, he'll consume the product, he'll do the repair work and then update the time. Okay, so once the technician update the time, then the actual cost come up in the service order. So this cost, once it comes, we have to produce to the customer. So before that, first we complete the service order in the form of techno completion. Then we send the product to the customer in the form of outbound delivery, because we collected the product, right, in the form of return delivery. So we are sending the repaired product back to the customer, and then we do a resource related billing. So under the resource related billing, actually, what is the actual cost is there, that will create as a debit memo request to the customer. Okay, so here the process ends. This happens with or without warranty also. If the component, if the material is with warranty, so you don't need to charge the customer. Okay, if it is without warranty, then you will be charging as per the activity, what all things you are working. Okay, so those things we'll see in the configuration how it works. Similarly, equipment on loan. This is a kind of an extension to the in-house repair process. Okay, in some cases, customer will demand saying that, okay, I will send the product for repair. Okay, but in my production system, it will affect. So can you please send me a temporary product? Okay, so in that case, how it works means first a service notification will be created, and then from there repair order will be created, same, okay, similar way. And when we do a delivery, okay, return delivery, that we collect the product from the customer, next to that we'll do one more delivery called as replacement. We'll send a temporary product to the customer. Okay, so the customer will be using this product till we repair the product and send back the repaired product to the customer. Then the usual thing, okay, service order will be created, then the planning part will be done, okay, and then the quotation will be released to the customer. Then customer is okay with the quotation, then to release the service order, then we do the work, okay, consume the components and do the work and update the time, and then the actual cost will come up, and finally do the techno completion. Again we send the repaired product to the customer, so we do outbound delivery. After that we need to pick up the temporary product, so we do another delivery called pickup replacement. Okay, so finally we do resource related billing with respect to the service order. So in this case, equipment on loan, you will be exercising some four deliveries. One is the return delivery, another is the replacement delivery, then the outbound delivery, and then the pickup replacement. Okay, so this is about the equipment on loan. Okay, on loan basis, the customer is taking the temporary product. Next is one of the very used process, that is called repair at site process. So where as per the customer request, the technician goes to the customer place, okay, and perform the repair work, and finally will bill the customer. So this process, if you see, from the service notification directly we create service order. So in the previous two process, if you see, from service notification, we will create repair orders. Okay. So here from the service notification, we create service order directly. So from the service order, the usual work plan of operation, components, cost will first understand, okay, what are the operations, what are the tasks needs to be done, is there any spare part is required, okay, then what is the planned cost, then we'll send the quotation to the customer, okay, customer is okay with the quotation, then we release the service order. And then here we do a sub process called as advance shipment. Why we do this means the technician is going to the customer place, and if at all any component is required, the technician has to carry that component to the customer place. Okay, so the material movement is happening, so we need to record that. Okay, for that only, from the service order, inside the service order, we'll be creating a sale order for the component, and then we do a simple delivery and billing if required. Okay, so in this way it is a record that the technician is carrying the material. And then customer the technician goes to the customer place and perform the repair work, and comes to office, update the time, actual cost will come up in the service order, and then they'll close the service order, and then they do the resource related billing. So here we don't call it as billing, we call it as resource related billing. Okay, why we call resource related billing means here not only the price of the spare part is calculated, okay, here we are calculating the activities also. So the activity can be a 1 hour activity, a 2 hour activity, okay, it depends upon that how much the price needs to be calculated. So those things also come up. Okay, that's why we say resource related billing. Okay, so this is about the repair at site process. Then we have one more, annual maintenance contract. So here also in from SD side only we use the sales contract. Okay, we use this document type SC or WV, and then first we create a contract. Okay, so for this contract we'll have some products as contract products, so those things will use it, and in under the contract we'll list out what all the materials, what all the checklist we have to do, so all those things we specify in the contract level. After that we create a task list. Task list is nothing but whenever the technician comes, okay, as per the contract, okay, for a service, what all the things he has to check, what all the activities he has to do, so those things we can list it out. and we can connect to the contract, that is called as task list. And then finally we do maintenance plan. So this is very important. Maintenance plan talks about exactly how many years or how many months, okay, a service order needs to be created. Is it to be created on a monthly basis or every 15 days or quarterly basis or halfly or yearly basis? So all this planning work will be done under the maintenance plan, and we'll schedule the maintenance plan. That is, we'll start the cycle from the day when the customer purchased the agreement, that is AMC. Okay, and then finally, once you do the configuration, for consultants, you have a simulation also. So you can simulate the configuration what you have done so that you can see in the system itself how it is working. So there's one good added feature, okay, for the consultants to check or their configuration is good or not. Okay, we can check actually, and we can run the maintenance plan, and then we can see is the service order gets created as per the specific frequency. Okay, and then once the service order gets created automatically, then this flow will happen. Okay, again the technician goes to the customer place and perform the actual works. So all these things will happen from the service orders which is getting created automatically. So the main thing here is the service orders are getting created automatically. Okay, in the previous process, all the three process whatever seen, the service orders we are creating manually. Okay, user is creating, but here as per the contract, automatically system will create the service orders. So we don't do any human intervention here. Okay, then we have this all good to know process, sale of service. So what happens in this process is like this is actually a sales order process, okay, where the customer purchase material, let's say TV, and for one quantity. So this line item, okay, this line item we'll process in a standard way. We create a sale order, then we do the delivery, and then we do the invoice. Now, if you take a second item, the sales order, it's a service product. Okay, and this service product, how you usually do in the standard means the sale order you will have that item, and then directly you do the invoice because delivery cannot be, okay, for this service product. So some gap you might find, that is it's a wall mounting. Okay, so it means a technician is coming going to the customer place and doing the wall mounting of the TV in this case, and how much time he has taken, okay, or is there any spare parts he has used. So all these details are missing in the sale order level, you cannot maintain. So for this purpose only, in this process, from the sale order of that specific item, okay, let's say in this case item 20, only for this item 20, from the after the sales order you can create a service order. In the sales order itself you can create a service order. So this service order acts like a placeholder where you can maintain all those details, okay, the technician, the spare part, okay, how much time he has used, all this thing you can maintain it as a placeholder for information. And finally you do the invoice against the sales order. Okay, so this is a gap where we are missing some details, so that can be covered using a service order creation item level from the sales order. Okay, then finally we have sale of spare parts. So this process is actually a very simple process, okay, and it requires SD configuration only, apart from CS. So where a customer comes and raise a complaint saying that, hey, I purchased this product, I got delivered, and it was committed that, I mean, they will send me some 10 spare parts, okay, but I have received only 8 spare parts, okay, or 2 are got damaged. So in that case, if it is a genuine case, how we do means, first thing is it's a complaint. Okay, so we use that document service notification. So we create the service notification document. From the service notification document, we create a sale order. So this sale order document type will be SPO, that is spare part sales. So from the service notification, now we are creating a directly a sale order. Okay, a spare part sales. It's a kind of a document type. So from there you do the delivery and the invoice. So this will covers one small process. Similarly, there are cases where what you can do is, if you want to tweak the system, okay, from the service notification the customer complains that, I mean, I don't want this product, okay, collect it back. So you can create a return order also. In the configuration level it allows, I mean, instead of the sales order level we can enter the return order specification, then you can create a return delivery also. So, okay, so all these things are possible in the CS. So you'll be learning about the configuration of the process, and also, I mean, a few things you might have heard about it, like what is called repair procedure, okay, and what is called DIP profile, dynamic item processor, what is called task list, okay, and warranty, master warranty. So all these things will be covered in this class. Yeah, this is
Can
from
I
my
ask a
side.
question?
Okay. Yeah, you can ask. You have any questions, please?
Okay. Sir, are we going to do this in S4 or are we going to do it in ECC?
We'll be doing in S4.
Okay. Now in the field process, like you said, you have quotation here. In the field process also, there could be negotiations. Would there be anything which the agreed price is captured? Because you could have a rate list, but they could also come up with
This
some
can
kind
be
of a.
achieved, this can be achieved in dynamic item processor. Okay, DIP profile we have there. You can
Hmm.
specify how much percentage of planned cost and what can be shown in the quotation level. You can adjust that.
So that means agreed by the customer. You could flag saying that in the field that this is the price agreed, and that's how I've billed him, not the standard. You know what you say, sir? The condition records that we maintain. Instead of that, can we change that into the agreed price
See,
of the customer or not?
it's up to our
I'm only
configuration
asking
only.
based on
When
whatever
the
your.
pricing, no, that's what. See, if this is the requirement where you want to adjust according to the customer, then
Hmm.
you have to make the pricing as a manual also, so that you can override the determination and you can, according to the customer, you can set it. Okay, in that
Because the
way you can do it.
activity, but the activity is done through DIP profile, resource related billing. But here the condition record is there. But how is that going to get adjusted? I do not
That's what I'm saying. When you
know.
create a quotation, okay, it will be a repair quotation. So once you create the repair quotation, the quotation it will observe the planned cost from the service order. Okay, usually quotation means planned cost will come from the service order. Okay, after
Okay.
that, as per your negotiation with the customer, you can adjust in the condition in the quotation. Okay, so where you can
Hmm.
set the specific condition type as a manual so that you can override the determined price and you can set it as per the customer's expectation.
Oh. Now, sir, for an install base, you said it is movable kind of a thing, where it could be an equipment or it could be any
Functional
kind of a
location. I talk
material.
about
Uh,
functional location.
we
Functional location.
spoke about both of them, sir. You said functional location and install base. Functional location is an immovable location which you're talking about, but install
See,
base is
functional
material where.
location, functional location, yes, yes. Functional location is nothing but, I'll give a small example. Okay, take this example, Daimler. Daimler company which manufactures Mercedes-Benz truck.
Benz,
Okay,
yes, sir.
when we are doing CS integration to them, okay, they are not okay with the functional location. Why means we
Mm.
understand that their equipments are trucks. So once it is sold, the customer will start using it. Okay, let's say today it will be at Kanyakumari. Within next 3 days, it will be at Kashmir. Okay,
Mm.
so we cannot track the location. Okay, in this case,
Mm.
so that's why functional
Mm.
location are used only for the immovable equipments. Okay,
Okay.
and
Mm.
install base is nothing but a kind of a hierarchical structure to
Mm.
understand where your equipment is. Okay, if you just click the customer, you'll get to know, okay, this customer has some five equipments purchased, and in the five equipments, okay, these are the functional locations, these are the locations where the equipments has been planted. Under the equipment, this is the material ID we have. So all those things you can get it as a report rather going and searching every item. Okay, so in that way install base is useful.
Okay. Okay. But install base, there is nothing like hierarchy like in functional location, no, sir? Is that what you're saying? My
See,
understanding.
functional location means it's a kind of an easy determination. Just by seeing the functional location, you'll get to know where
Mm.
exactly the product is. It's how
Mm.
simple, I mean, we have to configure. Let's say, for example, country, then state,
Mm.
then city, okay, and the area location. But just by reading this in a code word, you'll get to know, okay, this
Oh,
equipment delivery.
similar to product hierarchy. Okay, understood.
Not even
Well,
can say
first level,
product
second
hierarchy.
level,
It's kind of a hierarchical way of reading the location, which we call as functional location. Just by seeing it, itself, you'll get to know. Okay, let's say for example, simple example like in car registration. Okay, right now we have KA Karnataka, TN Tamil
mm,
Nadu. So by seeing the car
mm.
itself, you get to know, right? I mean, this car has, I
Agreed,
mean,
agreed.
taken from this
Okay.
state. Similarly, for equipments also, we can set it. Okay, if it is an international business, we'll start from country. Okay, if it is a national level, means you can start from the state and city. Like that, we can set the functional locations for each equipment.
So install base is something where much more you can have it in a haphazard manner, but you could, when a report comes in, then you could actually place where it is. It could be
Yes,
equipment or it could be anything as a matter of fact. Okay, my understanding.
yes, yes.
Now, for example, sir, for quotation in a field,
Mm-hmm.
you said you have to give a quotation after agreement of
Mm-hmm.
quotation. But if there is a price change, then how do you handle that scenario, sir? Quotation is already agreed and the price is already you send a sub order, right, sir?
See, basically, these all case to case basis. Okay, so the main play is the validity period which acts. So if as per the validity period the service order has been created, okay, at that time what is the price is there that will be taken into consideration. Okay,
Correct,
this
but
is how it will be. And the
but
services what you see, the services what you say is in CS. Okay, it just long for 1 week time, like if it is a in-house repair process. Okay, if it is a repair at site process means it will be a day or 2 days process. So within that there won't be any price change on these things. Okay, but if you are working for some other industries where the price keep fluctuating, then yes, I mean as per the price you have to set it as mandatory condition type, so that as per the what is the prevailing price you have to change it and you have to update to the customer. So this customer should know, okay, if the industry is in such a way that volatile, that I mean the price will be keep changing on a day-to-day basis means
okay, sir. And for
it depends upon
scrapping,
the
sir,
industry.
for scrapping, we didn't think about a process, sir, which you didn't explain. I
That
wanted
is
to
that
understand.
covers in the repair procedure. Okay, so when you start learning the repair procedure, there are certain phases will be there. Okay, in each phase, what to be done. So let's say first phase is like you have to collect the product from the customer as a return delivery, and then you have to send a
Yeah,
template
in the
product if at
item
all
category,
required.
you assign the return procedure. I agree, sir. For that scrap process, also, I would like to understand, sir. And then
Yeah,
refurbishment
yeah,
process, you didn't talk
that
about, sir.
comes in the repair procedure. That comes that actually from the repair procedure itself it covers.
Mhm. So, refurbishment process, we didn't speak about, sir, when we were talking about. So, I want to learn that as well.
So
Hopefully,
see,
covering
basically,
that as well.
yes, so basically, the in-house repair process, okay, itself is a kind of the process which you are asking. Okay, so if you want more in detail, can you please elaborate what you want?
In terms of refurbishment, sir, let's say, for example, you're given a TV, but TV would have not been working. So, you refurbish it and probably sell it to your one of your dealer back at a different price, or maybe. So, refurbishment is a process, no, sir?
Yeah, but we don't have this. I mean, kind of. If you want, I mean, we have to configure in a different way. Okay, so
Okay.
in standard we
Okay.
don't have kind of a requirement like that. Okay, what do you understand? I can understand. Okay, what you're trying to say, but
Mhm.
we don't have this kind of. Okay, we have to configure. I mean, we have to tweak the system how it needs to be performed.
Okay. Sir, would you also give me some kind of a standard exits or bodies or maybe BAPIs which would be there? Just to
Basically,
mention, just
few
to know it.
action box we use certain functional models. Okay,
In the
so mostly, I
notification, you
mean,
use an action box.
yes,
In the
yes.
notification, you use the action box, which will actually create the service order. Based on that, I understand. But I'm talking about
Oh no, no,
uh,
it won't create a service order. It's a wrong understanding. So basically, from
okay,
service notification, we use a action
it
box
will be a
configuration to
repair order,
create a
repair order,
repair order. Okay,
repair order. And the
so
background to that is a service order that gets created. Okay,
and
sir.
from
And
the
then
repair order, we'll be learning how to create a service order. So it's all, I mean, you'll be learning many things like, see, in SD, you'll be learning from sales order to delivery to invoice, right? That is the main standard thing. But here you'll
Mhm.
be learning different things in such a way that from service notification, how to create a repair order. Okay, from the
Okay.
repair order, how to create a service order. And from the service order, how to create a sale order. Okay, from the service notification, how to create directly a service order. Likewise, from the service notification, how to create a directly a sale order. Okay, so many things. Okay,
And
it's all
bomb, are we covering on bombs, sir?
bomb we don't cover. In service, we don't use the bomb. In
Oh, we don't
sales, we
use
use the
bomb.
bomb. Okay, in service, we don't use the bomb.
Oh, okay. And then in warranty counters, are we going to go a little bit further where it would be a customer
Yes,
warranty or any third
that
warranty?
customer warranty we'll study. Okay, it's not the vendor. This you see usually customer service and plant maintenance share the same configuration. Okay,
Hmm.
so for the plant maintenance model, it requires to have the other things, whatever you're asking. Okay, so for the customer service, we should know how the master warranty works and where it has to be applied and the setups so that any transaction comes up. Okay, whenever the customer comes for a service, depends upon the material, its serial number, system will identify the warranty and system will identify is it under warranty or beyond warranty. Okay, if it is under warranty, it should exclude the price whatever is coming up. Okay, if it is beyond warranty, how the system understand and collects the determines the price in the transaction. So this is what I
So that
mean
means
will
a
be.
different order, service order is checked based on the warranty, based on the
Yeah, there are
notification where it
certain
had
configuration.
identified the
Yeah,
identified the contract.
yes,
Based on
yes,
that, I
yes.
think.
Service order will have a configuration. Okay, that we need to indicator called accounting indicator.
Indicate
So there we have to.
accounting. Uh, that is one is revenue bearing and one is non-revenue bearing.
Yes.
And then in Fieri or something, we'll cover something on Fieri, sir.
See, basically for CS, okay, customer service, if you work in the GUI screen, it's the same thing, okay, in the Fury. There is no much change, only the screen lookup will be the different, okay. So the base is the same thing, okay, what you see in the GUI, okay, the
Mhm.
customization, the configuration levels, all will be the same.
Okay. I am good, sir. You can ask me any question. Anything which we have like in say,
I sorry,
sales process.
I didn't get your experience in SD.
Sir, I have about 15 years of experience.
Oh, 15 years. Okay, okay. So why I'm asking means, I mean, it helps me. I mean, when I'm explaining, depends upon the
Yes,
experience level.
yes,
No,
sir.
we can
Yes,
give
sir.
examples accordingly. That's why.
Something like batch jobs we have, we set up a delivery due list and billing due list like that. Any batch jobs are there which we set up in.
No, no, we delivery at all. I mean, this is all single case to case, right? So
Mhm.
basically, we do it hand to hand, okay, for deliveries, and it is not like from the sales. So you create on this date, okay, and delivery has to be happened the next date or within 5 days. So you run a batch stop for collecting all the orders and running. It won't happen in the service kind. Okay, so it's a case to case basis service will be, and will be handled on a one by one cases only.
Okay, fine, sir. I am good, sir. I am ready. Now you
And
tell
what
me.
is the looking for a timing, all those things? I mean, I need to check
You tell me, sir,
with your.
what will be timing? Because now it's a hybrid work. So normally my
Yeah,
shift starts around 11:30. 11:30. If I have to go to office, I have to go by leave house by 11:30.
okay. So can
If
you
I have
make
to,
it
my shift
10
starts
to
from
11?
1:30 to. That is also fine.
Can you make it
Anything
from,
okay.
1 second, I'm just thinking.
Because my go live will be we are shifting to S4 in our company. So once I finish that go live, I'm good.
How about 10
It
to
will be in
11?
paper.
Is it fine?
It's okay.
Daily basis 10 to 11?
Hmm. 1 hour is good enough, sir.
Yeah, yeah, 1 hour. Usually 1 hour is good actually. I mean, the grasping capacity is 1 hour is good, but after that, if you extend, I mean, slightly, I mean, the
And
grasping capacity will go down. That's why 1 hour is good
because for
actually.
me, I think most of the scenarios like the equipment or maybe serial
In my
numbers.
experience, since you are
Profile.
having a background from SD, to my experience, whoever is newly going through the CS process, and if their background is in SD, they're usually grasp fast, okay, than the other model consultants. So from your side, I mean, since you are from 15 years background, okay, you can easily can grasp all the process fast.
Mhm. Wonderful, sir. So tell me, sir, when I think the people who are there in the call, I think they have to tell when they would
Yeah,
like to.
you can speak to 70 Sai. Okay, if you are okay
Yeah.
means we can
So
start
we'll
from
set up,
Monday.
Rajesh. We'll plan and set up. So how soon you are planning to start, Rajesh? Just to know. You are okay from Monday?
Uh, I told Monday 21st is the go live.